So now that the KCSE results are out, I'm getting a lot of, I got a C+, I got a C plain in KCSE, which medical course can I do in KMTC? And so today I thought of making a video about some of the diploma courses that are marketable that you can do in KMTC. Not that the others are not marketable, but these are just 10 of the ones that I've sampled out that most people are asking about. So I just wanted to tell you about what are the requirements for that course and what that course entails. Some of these courses I've talked about them before, like nursing and clinical medicine, medical laboratory, but then some like optometry and dental, I haven't quite talked much about them, but people are asking about them too. So if that is something you're interested in, let's get into the video. If you're new here, my name is Lesodur, and on this channel I talk about nursing. I also do vlogs about day in my life and my routines. So if that is something you're interested in, make sure that you consider subscribing so that you don't miss any other video. So the first one is pharmacy. When it comes to pharmacy, it's also a quite marketable course, because apart from just working in the hospital, let's say a public hospital or a private hospital, you can also get to open your own chemist and be able to be licensed by the pharmacy and the poison board, because you've done either diploma, certificate, or a degree in that course. You can be able to open your own chemist. And nowadays this has just turned into a really big business, because everyone is trying to do that nowadays, because the number of population, especially let's say in Nairobi, that has been around us, it's quite big. So everyone is trying to just capture that population by opening their own chemist. So you can do pharmacy, and for you to do pharmacy, the requirements are you need a mean grade of C plain, you need C plain in one of the languages, you need C plain in biology, and you need C plain in either maths or physics or chemistry. Next, you have clinical medicine. I've really talked about clinical medicine in several videos. So when it comes to clinical medicine, you can work in the hospital, that is the public hospitals or the private hospitals owned by other people, but then you can also open your own clinic. Like you can be licensed to open your own clinic and just work like through self-employment. And for me, I actually prefer self-employment so much. That is why at times I actually wish I could have done some of those courses, because something like pharmacy and clinical medicine, you can just open your own chemist or open your own clinic and just like manage it for yourself. Like you don't need someone to like help you out. But it doesn't mean the other courses you cannot open. The other courses, like there are also other means that people are just not indulged into and discovered on ways to get into. So when it comes to clinical medicine, you need a mean grade of C plain, you need C plain in English or Kiswahili, C plain in biology, and you need a C minus in one of either chemistry, physics, or mathematics. Next, number 3, we have nursing. And for nursing, you can do like different types of nursing. You can get into midwifery, you can get into mental health and psychiatry nursing, you can do even care section. Care section is the one that I did. So when it comes to care section, you're just a general nurse. You can work in either midwifery, you can even work in mental health, you can work in theater, you can work outpatient, you can work in the wards, you can like it's just general nursing. And for the diploma in nursing, you need a mean grade of C plain. You need C plain in one of the languages, you need a C plain in biology, and you need C minus in either chemistry, biology, or physics. And then next we have medical imaging. So this is whereby you deal with the radiographies and so you can get into doing x-rays, doing the ultrasounds, and you can even open your own private like thing. You know, let's say you've already done the medical imaging course, then you realize that the area you are in, there are hospitals, but none of those hospitals has any like imaging, those x-ray stuff and ultrasound stuffs. So you can just look for a shop there and open a medical imaging center whereby you offer x-rays, you offer ultrasound. You get me? So if you already see such a gap in your area, then be comfortable to pursue that diploma course in medical imaging. And for that, it requires a mean grade of C plain 2, C plain in one of the languages, C plain in biology, and C minus in either chemistry, physics, or mathematics. Then number 5, we have medical laboratory. So for the med lab, you can get to work in the hospitals, like the laboratory unit in the hospitals. You can even get to work in the research institutions, like you'll be part of the people who conduct research in these research institutions. You can even open your own private thing, like the way I talked about medical imaging. If you also realize in the area you are in, someone hasn't really captured the area of medical laboratory, that everyone who visit those hospitals that are there, they have to be sent to another area for them to get some lab results. You can capture that opportunity, do a course in medical laboratory and open your own like medical laboratory center, and that like it can be a really great idea, because you really get a lot, because some of these services that are offered, like you trying to do some of the tests, it can really like make a lot of money, to get what I'm saying. But anyways, for you to do med lab, you need a main grade of C plane. You need C plane in English or Kiswahili, C plane in biology, C plane in either chemistry, maths or physics. So next, number 6, we have orthopedic trauma. And for orthopedic trauma, you deal with because orthopedic is just bones and bone healing, bone repair, so you deal with the fractures and the traumas and trying to do like deal with deformed bones and doing the repairs and all those kind of stuff. So you can work for a hospital, also open your own unit. So most of these courses you can just open your own unit and become self-employed. And so you need a main grade of C plane, you need C plane in either English or Kiswahili, you need C in biology and C minus in either chemistry, physics or mathematics. The next we have optometry. So optometry can be you can do the optician stuff. So you need a main grade of C plane, you need C plane in either English or Kiswahili, and C minus in biology, C minus in either chemistry or physics or mathematics. And for this, like you can be employed in those hospitals that usually open let's say an optometry unit in their hospitals, but you can also open your own like private unit and just be self-employed. And also in line with that, next we have dental technology. So for dental technology, you can also like have a unit in a certain hospital or just open your own private unit. And to do that, for dental you need a main grade of C plane, C plane in English or Kiswahili, and C minus in biology, C minus either in chemistry, physics or mathematics. Then next, number 9, we have physiotherapy. So most of the hospitals don't usually have the physiotherapy unit, but I remember when we used to go to the public hospitals, most of them used to have that unit, the physiotherapy. So for physiotherapy, you need a main grade of C plane in one of the languages, C minus in biology, and C minus in either physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Then number 10, lastly, we have community health. So most people usually ask me, what is the difference between community health and community health nursing? So for community health, they are the ones who work at the community level to realize the diseases that are affecting the community. Let's say most likely at the level 1 level of the community. So they realize the diseases that are affecting the community, the health services that are supposed to be offered, the patterns of diseases that are like the medication. Like they do a lot of survey from the community level, because you know some of these things like diseases, they usually just start from the community level and require someone like a group of people to be able to diagnose this from the community level before we start like going up towards the hospital and so on. So they do that. So for community health, you need a main grade of C plane in one of the languages, C minus in biology, and also C minus in either chemistry, physics or mathematics. So guys, those were the ones I had for you today, but it doesn't mean that the others are not marketable, because there are so many other medical courses in KMTC that are offered that you can get into. But then before you get into a certain course, just make sure it is something you're interested in, it is something that you really researched about. You know how people usually work after college, like what is the working environment for that job, like what do you go through before you get a job in that career. Like just research everything about that job before you get into, because this will really save you a lot of trouble. Let's say you have graduated, then you start realizing you don't even like this course in the first place. So do your research well on whichever that you've chosen. Like I really wish I could be able to help you guys like one-on-one in choosing a certain career, but you know, like I just can't have time to like deal with everyone one-on-one. So I'll be replying to your messages, your DM, and to your comments when you're asking about a certain course. Yes, but then I think I should start a program. Let's say for us to be able to sit like one-on-one and discuss on how you want to choose a certain course and think you should consider before choosing that course, so that you make the right choice. I think you can do online, let's say video calls, and then you can do that. But remember, like I can't do it for free, so you can do charges. I was thinking of like 100 shillings for every session, like one, you can do 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour sessions. So for every session it's like 100 shillings. I thought that was fair enough. So you can tell me guys if you're interested in that. If you guys are interested, I can start that program just to help you guys in choosing a course and in like applying for that course. Yeah, so thank you for watching this specific video, and see you on my next one. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe.